At The Brick, we're dedicated to helping to improve the lives of children brick by brick. We are so proud to partner with the Children's Miracle Network to support and help fund the difference children's hospitals make in the lives of kids and families across the country. There have been many brick families touched by the Children's Miracle Network, and here are a few of their stories.
In September of 1991, we were informed that Megan had a tumor in her left optic nerve, and they suspected that she had a disease/disorder called neurofibromatosis.
When Chase was 9, we were at my daughter's ball tournament, and she was just about to receive the gold medal, and somebody had ran over and said, "Your son's been hurt." So, of course, I go over to the merry-go-round, which he'd been playing on, and it turns out he had broken his femur.
In October 2007, she was diagnosed with a brain tumor. Multiple trips to the emergency room trying to figure out what was going on because she was sick that summer. And nobody could figure out what was happening. They were blaming it on her 11-year-oldness and hormones and all that kind of a thing. And on October 18th, 2007, they said, "Your daughter has a brain tumor."
Megan became ill. She wasn't feeling well, and they ran some more tests, and it was found that Megan had 3 inoperable brain tumors, which began a 17-month journey of chemotherapy. When Megan was 13 years old, when we thought, being a young teenager, that, she was free of doctors and medical issues, unfortunately, she battled an 11-week stint in the hospital of 5 surgeries. They discovered that Megan had hydrocephalus, which is water on the brain, and complications causing her to have a stroke. When Megan was 16, she began to get ill again, and because of a direct complication with her disease, neurofibromatosis, a nephrologist at the Alberta Children's Hospital discovered that Megan has high blood pressure, which she will be reliant on medication for the rest of her life.
As soon as they found out that it was broken, we needed to hit Children's Hospital immediately, right? So they got us off to there, and the surgeon and the anesthesiologist and the nurses, they met us right in the driveway. They took him right there from the stretcher and just had a calming effect instantly. They just said, "You know what, this is what's gonna happen. We're putting him into surgery right away." It was very, very scary, and they just made it okay. He was able to wake up with a Canuck-colored, cast, and his favorite flavor of popsicle, and it really helped to, ease the whole situation. When Chase first went for his first physio, the other kids there told him, "You know what, you're gonna be okay. This lady, I like her a lot. She's heard that one's really good," and that's, and it put him at ease immediately just from having the other kids already have been put at ease. And that's huge. It's huge.
For a couple of years, she fought hard and came out a winner. We thought it was in remission. On March 3rd, 2011, that tumor came back with a vengeance. When Jessie was re-diagnosed, we went back to this team at the hospital who we already knew and loved, and it was very, very clear that they were going to do everything they possibly could to save my daughter. Over the next 6 months, I watched that happen. 2 brain surgeries, multiple chemotherapies, stem cell transplant. Throughout this entire process, they kept Jessie comfortable while trying to save her life. But unfortunately, she lost her battle on October 18th, 2011.
Just shortly before Megan turned 18, I was rather nervous that they were just gonna release Megan. But because Megan has such a complex medical file, I received a phone call from one of Megan's physicians from Children's Hospital with the oncology unit. She said, she will not release Megan until she knows that she's well taken care of, or until somebody says that she needs to let her go.
While Jessie was at Sick Kids, she was turning 15. As a family, we put out the ask to people we know for cards so that Jessie would know how many people were still in her corner and thinking about her. As a family, we ended up with hundreds and hundreds of cards for her. I thought that was going to be her birthday. We got there in the morning, and the nurses had decorated her door with happy birthday everywhere, all over her door. There was balloons. It was definitely a birthday room that was done by the nurses. One of her favorite nurses made cupcakes, and every nurse on that floor came in and sang her happy birthday. I believe that that was probably her best day at Sick Kids. And that was them. We did things as a family, but they did things as part of our family as well.
One of the major things that I took away from this experience was the importance of Children's Hospital versus regular hospital and the difference it made to us as a family getting through this event. At one point, when he was relearning to walk, he hit a low moment of pain where he didn't think he could go on. He didn't think he could do it. And as a parent, that's just debilitating. And the physiotherapist team that they had, she knew exactly what to say, when to say it, and how to say it. They got him up and moving and through it. And that made all the difference for me. It was hard. Really hard.
There is no cure for what Megan has, but the Alberta Children's Hospital did everything possible to make sure that Megan stays stable, even, you never know, she might live to be 60 years old.
The morning we lost Jessie, we had decided we were going to donate her tumor to research to try and solve this problem once and for all. As you can imagine, as parents, we were wandering around the hospital aimlessly and not wanting to leave our daughter by herself. One of her nurses that had been with us throughout the entire 4 years came to us and said, "I will stay with her so she will not be alone until we can transfer her down to surgery." That allowed us to come home, grieve in our own personal way, and know that our daughter was well taken care of by somebody that we trusted at the hospital.
You can't deny the power in the stories we've just heard. Jessie, Megan, and Chase are an inspiration, and the reason why it's so important for all of us to get more involved.
We've heard some incredible examples of how critical children's hospitals are to families, and it is so important that we come together as a community to keep this great work going. Children's hospitals across Canada have one purpose, and that's to provide the very best possible care for our children, period.
For us, it was a really long year of recovery, and thanks to Children's Hospital, he came out at the end perfectly normal with no lasting effects, and we're just so thankful for that.
My family and Children's Hospital were a team that was trying to save my daughter's life. We were never left out. We were a part of every decision from start to finish. Whether we understood the question or not, Children's Hospital was there for us, and we're very glad that they were part of our team.
Last year, she saved up all of her spare change, went to the Radiothon last year, and gave them a donation of over $500 to the Children's Miracle Network, and said thank you to them, that if it weren't for them, she wouldn't be here today and smiling and laughing and giving everybody a ray of sunshine.